Hey you guys, it's Chloe Dash and I am back with another video. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and of course share any content that you enjoy here on my channel. As always, we usually just jump right in. We are going to be doing another TWA hairstyle. This is not only for short hair, you can definitely do this for longer hair as well. We're going to start off with a wig cap. You can get this wig cap from any beauty supply store. The cutting part is very optional, but if you get a large cap, then you might want to cut it so it's not too bulky, and then you have some space to scratch your hair. I'm using the Dominican Blowout Straight Hair and some weaving bond. The hair is from Outre, and you can get it at the beauty supply store for $20. It comes with 3 sizes, and I'll put a little link somewhere on the side that shows you guys exactly how it looks and where you can get it. But for right now, all you're gonna do is take that bonding glue, and we're just basically going to glue the tracks onto the cap. It's super simple. This is like one of my favorite go-to hairstyles because it takes less than 30 minutes. Really easy. All you're doing is laying some tracks down straight on top of each other. No specific way. You don't even need to be super neat. Really and truly, I just take like all the glue. I put on like a whole bunch of layers of it, and then I dry it down with the blow dryer on warm or hot. Don't put it on cool because it takes longer. And then wait till it gets a little tacky and it looks dark like that, and then I put the track on top, and just keep on following that process until you get to the top. Don't worry about the hole because you're gonna attach the hair to the parts of the cap that are still there, and when you put the actual hair on, you'll be able to go between those little spots and scratch your hair and whatnot. It comes with a closure, which is trash, so what I do is just cut it in half, and we're gonna use this to basically close up the back of the hair so it doesn't look too crazy and you can't really see the tracks. So the same way we did with the tracks, we're just gonna put down a bunch of a bunch of glue, and then just blow dry it on, and as you can see, it closes up and it looks more like an actual hairline. And then we're gonna apply. So I'm taking my Miracle Drops. You guys can see that my hair is growing a lot, and I really believe that a lot of it is because of the Miracle Drops. I'm just taking that and I massage it into my hair, and then I'm gonna take my Kaleidoscope edge control. Honestly, the secret to these hairstyles when it comes to short hair and stretching your hair is edge control. If you get a good edge control that's stiff and doesn't really move, it'll really act as a straightener to your hair. You don't have to apply any heat to your hair. You don't gotta blow dry. You don't gotta hot comb, nothing. All you need is a really good edge control. Gel doesn't really do the trick. You need something more stiff like an edge control or a pomade. And right now I'm trying out different edge controls, and I definitely approve of the Kaleidoscope edge control because y'all about to see me pull this whole look together, okay? And it's really because of the edge control. So as always, I usually like pull up some of my front hairs so that when I really lay down my baby hairs like this, I have room. So I basically just take a little bit of that edge control and I just swoop it up. If you guys want a video on how I do my edges, there's definitely one on my YouTube, and I'll link it in the description bars. Don't you worry. I didn't get my nails done because my birthday's coming up, but they'll be done soon. Don't you worry. Look at them edges. Yes, edge control. Yes, I really love edge controls. Like, I'm always looking on the market for a new edge control, so I'm really happy to be partnering with Kaleidoscope because the products are really bomb. I'm gonna take a stiff scrunchie. We're not using a rubber band this time, all right? I know a lot of you guys hated that I used a rubber band last time, so I'm using just a scrunchie, and we're gonna double it up. Add as much edge control as you need to really hold the hair down. And I love that my hair is growing like this. I really do. And you can see in the back, it even added a little bit of a curl pattern to my hair. So even if you're trying to get like a nice little curl going, you could just add some of that edge control and just, rub it into your hair. It's really the secret to your hair. It's not about gel, it's about edge controls. So I'm taking some braiding hair and I'm gonna braid the back down. If you're somebody who doesn't know how to braid, or you don't even want to go through the hassle of braiding your hair, you can skip this part. Take the edge control and just slick all that hair down. But then you would have to add clip-ons to the part of the hair that we're going to apply in the back. So that's an option if you want, but for me, I braid the hair because it also acts as a really good way for your hair to grow, and if you want this to be as protective as possible, this is a great way to do it. As you can see, it's not like I'm doing them neat or anything because it's hard as hell to braid your own hair. My neck was cramping, my arms was hurting, and this was the part of the, you know, the cutting my hair process that I loved because I didn't have to do all of this. But now my hair's grown back and I want it to grow back, so you know, back to braiding. All right, but again, if you want to skip this part, you don't want to be cracking your neck like I am, then definitely skip it and do it however you need to. But this works for me, so I'm just doing 4 big doofy braids in the back. You could really do 2 braids if you want, but you don't want it to look too bulky, and I wanted it to look as natural as possible, so that's why I did 4. You can definitely do 2, and you can definitely also do them inward. If you do them inward, it'll probably be even less bulky, but I don't know how to do that on myself, so that's why I did it this way. And then just take the hair and tuck it in. You know, I braid it all the way down just to really protect my hair so it doesn't slide out. And then I take a little bit more of the Miracle Drops into my scalp underneath what we're gonna put, and then I'm also using their Milk Shake, which is a detangling spray, and I pop that all into my hair. I love how it feels, and then when I take out my braids, it usually has my hair curly as hell, so that's why I like to put it on my hair. And now we're just gonna cut off the part of the cap that we didn't use and apply that right onto our hair using some pins. This is why the braids matter, because you need the pins to attach to something. If you just take the edge control and slick your hair down, these these clips are just gonna slide right off. So that's why I braided it in. Don't worry about how it looks right now, because all that matters is that it's secure. You want to put pins all throughout the top, the side, and the bottom. Make sure you comb the hair through so that it's not bulky. And then I'm going to use that last bundle that was in there. It's the 18-inch, and I'm going to use that for my ponytail. You're going to start with, you know, going around and putting a pin in so that it doesn't move. And then afterwards, we're just going to keep wrapping that all the way around until we got a secure ponytail. It is doubled. You don't want to do it just like by the single track, because it's going to take too long and it's not going to make no difference really. So double it up. You could even, you know, fold it up twice if you want to, if you don't want to just keep going around it so much. But you got to make sure that you're very low on the hair. Make sure you're all the way down on your head, and don't do it too tight, because even if it doesn't feel tight while you're doing it at night, bitch, it will shock you. I'm going to take some chunks from the back of the hair that we just applied, and I'm going to use that to wrap it around on both sides. You just take a chunk from the back, a little bit, make sure you can't see a track, and then you go right around the ponytail. Don't use the hair from the actual ponytail, because number one, it's not enough hair, and number two, you're still going to see the tracks in the back, and you want this to be as seamless as possible. Make sure you can't see any tracks. Apply as many pins as you need to make sure you can't see any, and this is the final look. Honestly, I slayed this look. Like, I really did. I'm scared to put some curls in it because I don't want this shit to turn into like ash. Because, you know, sometimes when you curl a synthetic wig, you think you're about to have some curls. Next thing you know, turn into a bob because you burnt it off. So I don't know. Comment below if you've ever curled this hair. We'll see. I might cut a little strand and see if it curls or not, but you might have to use some curling rods. I don't know. So we're going to jump into the makeup part of this, because honestly, we can't just leave it like this when my face looks this bomb. If you've made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. Congrats. Please stay for the rest of it. If you don't, you suck. It's okay, but stay for the whole thing, all right? Because we about to jump into it. Whew, girl. Scared me. Alright, so I'm jumping in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer. I'm just going to rub that all over, and then I'm taking my LA Girl corrector. This is their new red corrector. I love this one, honestly. It should have always been this color, because this is the color I usually go for, and I just rub that all over my mouth, under my eyes, all the dark areas. This is the new Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation in Mocha. And honestly, Revlon, you tried it, girl. You tried it. There was nothing mocha about that. I was out here looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I had to correct it with a little bit of the Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation in Coffee Bean. Is it Coffee Bean or Cocoa Bean? One of them. Bean something. And I had to correct it with it because Revlon had me out here looking like, I felt like that's the noise I had to make everywhere I went, because I definitely look like a ghost. No. I'm going in with the new Huda Beauty Overachiever concealers. I believe I have in, let's see, I got it in my hand. I got peanut butter, and then I went in with a little bit of cookie dough. Cookie dough, you really just need like a dot of, because, girl, it's going to look too bright. But I like a bright concealer, just not like crazy bright. And for my contour, I have the Black Radiance contour sticks. This is their old contour sticks that they need to come back out with, because it's like one of my favorites. Super stiff, but it just gives you this nice like chocolatey glow. I hope y'all couldn't hear my burp just now. I'm sorry, I don't feel like editing it out. So this is me putting a little bit of that cocoa bean, and I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender. My beauty blender is always damp, of course, and I just go back and forth with bouncing it around, bounce, 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 oh, bounce, bounce, sorry. And then I just take my foundation and I just ease it out with my contour, and then I'm gonna set my concealer with the Black Radiance setting powder, one of my favorites because it's so light and nice and milky. I'm gonna do my brows with a black pencil. Yes, oh my god, it's like makeup 101. Don't do your brows with a brow pencil that's black. But I really wanted dark brows. Like, I wanted dark brows, and black was like the darkest, clearly. So I just went in with black because my hair is jet black, and I wanted my brows to be jet black as well. Of course, you don't need to use black. You don't have to do anything that I show you in this video. This is just what I chose to do. So please don't come for me in the comments. Please don't ask me why I did it. It's because I wanted to. And I'm using, this is a jet black brow pencil. It's not a brow pencil, it's an eyeliner, Bobbi Brown, and I'm using it as a brow pencil because it just really blends really well. And then I took a little bit of that Overachiever concealer, and I'm cleaning up the brows with it. It blends out very well. This concealer is very nice, and I love this metal piece that's on it to help you blend everything together. I think it's really clean, and all you gotta do is just wipe it off so it doesn't leave a really big mess like most concealers do. So I really enjoy that about it. For the top of the brows, I'm gonna just take a little bit of that foundation from Huda Beauty, and I'm just gonna clean the brows up with that because it was a little bit messy. You don't have to do this part, and you don't have to worry if you use the powder on the top. It will still blend out just fine. I'm using Huda Beauty's new nude palette, which I was really skeptical about because, you know, nude for dark girls is not usually pink shades or berry shades. But it's a really pretty palette, and it shows up very well on our skin complexion, and I enjoy it for like everyday kind of looks. And I'm pretty sure you could do like a bomb bold look with it too. So I'm just using the berry shade in it, and then I'm gonna go in with my contour powder just to darken it a little bit. And then on the lid, I'm using that, like, what is that, like a ashy pink kind of shade. I like those type of shades for my lid. I don't know the names of them offhand because I don't have the palette in my hand, but I'll put them in the description bar. And this is just a soft cut crease. You don't need to cut it with no concealer or anything like that. You just want to make sure you blend it really well. And then I'm going to use that same liner that I used on my brows to just line my lid. Nothing crazy, not doing a wing liner or anything. I wanted this to be as simple as possible, so I'm just going back and forth with that liner. I warm it up a little bit on the back of my hand because it's actually pretty stiff. And then I'm going to use these lashes. I'm not going to drop the information on these lashes yet because I am collaborating with this company. So as soon as everything is complete, I will let you guys know where you can purchase these lashes, how much they are. You guys are going to be shook when you find out how much they are because they're actually very cheap, very affordable, and I was shook when I got them. So I was like, okay. And I got every style. There's like a bunch of styles. So as soon as I can, I will let you guys know about that. I'm just going to dust off all the setting powder on my face. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of the Black Radiance pressed powder. I believe this is in mahogany. And I'm just going to set my contour with that, bring some life back into this face of mine. I really didn't think that my face was going to come out good because of the stupid foundation, but it worked out pretty well. I'm using the Bobbi Brown New Highlight and Glow Powder Duo in Bare Glow and Opal Glow. Disrespectful highlighter, by the way. it's so pretty. Look how pretty that looks, and it's even prettier in person. The whole kit actually is really, really pretty. I'm using a dark brown lip liner from Nika K. Nika K is such a cheap brand, and you can get it at any 99-cent store. Beauty supply stores have it sometimes too, and it's like $1, $2. I'm not really a lip liner girl, so I don't usually buy a lot of them, but when I do, I always run to Nika K. I don't know why. So for that lip, I used the Super Stay Matte Ink from Maybelline and Driver. Then I just went on top of it with LA Girl's Lip Plumper. It's just a clear lip gloss, basically. It gives you a little tingle. It's nice. And I also used the Becca lip gloss, and I'll put that in the description bar. But this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.